What day is it? Wednesday! Hello everyone, call me up! So, welcome to Z.A.T.O. Okay, the game isn't open yet because I have been told by a very nice mod named Riley that I should probably open it on stream because there is an intro that will be missed if I don't open it, like if I open it before I start the stream. So we're gonna do that right now. Hello everyone, call me up! And I see a new Blue Soggy in chat today, so hello to you too, hello! Alright. Let's hope game capture works. Will it work? Will it work? Will it work? We're about to find out. It is a good intro. I am curious to see what this intro is about. Up, up. There we go. The smell of oil prevails throughout. I call out, but my words collapse against the wall. My body is too soft, my outline is too blurry. Of course I can't break through. I'm no more than a shadow. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. Oh, this is a good intro. What the heck? This is a really good intro. But every time you launch a game? Oh, really? I actually really like the art style. I don't know much about Z.A.T.O other than you guys recommending it, but I do like the art style a lot. I am slightly away from the corner. Damn, am I? Oh, I am slightly away from the corner. That's crazy. No, there we go. Glad to be part of a new niche community. Thank you for the greetings. Yeah, Captain, I'm so happy to see you tonight. Wow, you're such a new face. Anyway, yes, so, according to this theme description of this game, USSR, 1986. A girl goes missing in a closed city of Vorkuta 5, yet not a soul seems to be concerned. Uncover the mystery behind her disappearance and transmit your signal to the universe. I haven't heard a lot about the game. But I do know the writing is pretty fire. Z.A.T.O was very interesting. It looks really interesting, yeah. The title alone immediately hooks you? Yes, okay. Once again, hello everyone, konnichiwa, and welcome to Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. It's free to play too, right? Yeah, it is free to play. And then the digital art pack for the game is like around $5 US. It's pretty good, honestly. The less you know, the better, to be honest. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what this is about. So, without any further ado, hold on, let me check the control. Let me check the settings, actually. Yeah, I was told that the music is pretty loud, so I'll just put it down over there. Just a bit, because I do want to actually admire the music. Okay, now we can start. The artist made a bunch of Vocaloid songs with a ton of lore in it, even an entire Google Doc that goes over each song. Really? That's super cool. Oh, I gotta check it out after this. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and begin. It's a visual novel with psychological horror. Apparently, that's a Steam tag. Is Z.A.T.O a VN? Yes, it is. We've got backlog, skip, auto save, quick load, and settings. It sure is a visual novel. Oh, okay, wait. I gotta, like, voice act this. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. Those constitute for just 7 to 10% of all stars in the universe. It's an outlier even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find that really cute. don't remember where I read about this. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look up at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky, not much of a sun. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts. What would the conscience know? But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. The more I thought about things like that and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself how much of it we can attribute to pure chance. The universe was so kind as to give us both a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Frick, I stuttered. Just the slightest fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe, or the distance between the Earth and the Sun, and none of us, none of the beauty surrounding us would exist. Some would call it a miracle. And of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we're living in too little credit? But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle or anything. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. Or rather, I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it is perceived. That conscious need emerges later, as a child develops self-awareness. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropic principle entails. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares a priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. Although, you can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. But what if the child is the world? What if all that it could ever observe existed within itself? What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself, so nothing but itself. There's nothing else to care about in the whole wide world. It is the world. Duh! Wait, now this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured? The same way that a child would. And what do we do when we want others to perceive us a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, and observed because there's nothing more a world can do but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is as far as the world is concerned. And if observation is good, more observation is even better. Of course, an endless universe could observe itself endlessly. You can say that its observation value equals infinity. Value may seem absolute, but it isn't really, not in mathematics. Infinity plus 1 exists. It's a value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infinite observer. So it had to create new, finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Sentient life is the +1! When I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Now isn't that fun? This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely, just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its one joy with us, worthless insects. Oh no, this can't be. That's cute. That's really cute. I should have expected this. I should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. This world truly is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful! Ira Gachasesko is missing. Huh? I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through the class. Rashevskaya? What? Seriously? She's just skipping. Nah, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on, you know her. She's totally... Silence! The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Ira's parents filed a report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school. Another round of whispers. The teacher raises her voice. So if any of you have any information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. That is a segue. Oh, I really like that intro though. I really like that introspection of the world. God, that was good. You're gonna join on your other account and go to AFK because you gotta do stuff. I'll just support stream. Ah, thank you, thank you. Oh, but that was a really good introspection. I actually like that intro a lot. I actually didn't know anything about, like, I didn't actually know anything, like, about those, like, I guess, trivia about the sun. Oh, but, like, now that it's mentioned, I probably won't be able to get it out of my mind either now. Because that is a really nice way to put it. Like, the sun isn't, like, even though we see the sun as, like, this really grand thing, it's barely anything compared to other stars in the universe. And... but still trying so hard to, like, shine just as bright. Oh, that is great. That is amazing, actually. You kind of want to clip me reading the prologue because her voice plus the music feels like those lo-fi vids with a person talking in the background. I mean, Aniko did mention one time that maybe I should make a lo-fi compilation video. I remember talking about that on Sunday. Sun's fart will end me though. Yeah, we will all succumb to the heat of the universe, but in a way, that's also still pretty beautiful. Your character is spacing the hell out and the game hits you with the main plot. Imagine, can you imagine just like being so introspective about the beauty of the world? Like, oh wow, you might call it a miracle how this world was shaped so perfectly to give us life, or maybe we're the ones that give it life. And then suddenly, hey, this person is missing. What a segue. What if someone turned my reading into a rap song? Hey, look, I can rap perfectly well. They don't, if they want to make a rap song, just hit me up directly. I got mad bars. A chair creaks in the back. Wait, you really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah, we're shocked, you know. We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend, our Iroshka. The room fills with repulsive giggles. They're just using her to get out of class. Oh, that sucks. Cut it out. Garen, sit back down. Garen? Sorry. You have to see more to see how truly... Sorry, wait, I'm stuttering. You have to see more to truly see how much it can really delve into existential topics. Yeah, I'm really curious, like, how deep this rabbit hole goes. The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. Garin? Oh, it's Garin. Okay, got it. You're back? Enjoy the game, guys? Enjoy the stream! Hello! The teacher... I already said that line. She turns towards the blackboard to write down the date. We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19th. It's 17, actually. I had to check my phone. It's December 17, but like close enough. Yeah, sure. You know what? Yeah, it's December 19 right now. We are playing this 2 days earlier. A bird flies past the window. disappearance. Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? Well, I'm kind of waiting 2 days right now. Funny how I started in December. Hey, what do you know, I just have great timing. That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. Oh yeah? Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first. Ah, you're on. No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So she didn't come home. Big deal. What do you mean? That is kind of a big deal, dog. I thought wandering off was her whole thing. Right? That's just Grashevskaya for you. Bet her parents just want some attention. Like they need any more of that. I mean, I've heard of some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy genetic. Yo, these classmates are pricks. What the hell? You think she's at some crack house now? Dude! Haha, no way. Do we even have any? I wish. At least there'd be something fun to do. Honestly. Hey. But she's, like, for sure with the guy, right? The guy? You don't know? A bunch of people have seen them together. It's some older dude. He's like 30. Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Ew. You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I slowly walk behind my classmates as we head to the next lesson. It's irritating. Their conversation is ticking me off. I'm not sure why. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ira to wander off somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There is a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought that flashed into my mind was rather ugly. Now nobody will come to save me. Oh? Oh shoot! Oh wait! Ooh! So was she like dependent on Ira or something? Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still. It's not like we've ever been friends. It would be stranger if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble, always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They're right, this wouldn't be the first time Ira left from God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that older man, I've never seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time, I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Hang on. If that's true, there are a multitude of things I would have to say about that. Even so, I'd never have thought Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, then it's almost... Yeah, it's all... No, it's not cute! Hang on, it's not cute! This is not cute! Dude, okay, look, I think that... Look, I am a person that calls a lot of things cute, right? Like, I'll call the sun cute, I'll call the clouds cute, I'll call people helping others cute. But this is a bit, like, you know, over the line. This is a bit over the line. Ira in love? Forbidden love, too. Wow, I'd never have guessed. I never took that girl for romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those types of books. So perhaps... she was planning to elope all along? Oh, crap. Crap, it's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this, I really am. On one hand, it's super romantic. She's beautiful, young love, and no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. It's incredibly cute. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb, but if Ira is really gone, it's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. Oh, ironically, this is the most normal thing in the game. Really? This part is the most normal thing? Oh, now I'm invested. Now I'm really curious to see how bad this gets. Hey, Shubina. Huh? You know anything about this? No? Why would I? Well, you two were pretty close, right? Your whole group chuckles. We weren't... Nope. No, not at all. Really? I thought you two were oh my god! Hey, maybe they might be. What? They all erupt in laughter. We weren't. We didn't even talk. How bad of you, dumbass. Grachevskaya's screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I don't know, some chicks swing both ways. Damn. Okay. You never know these days. I don't. It's. Look at her face. Chill out, Shavina. We're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared, anyways? You really a lesbo or something? I'm not. They just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying, all hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No, she's already inside. She's already left her wet puffy jacket in the cloakroom, and now she's going down the corridor, up the stairs to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right, that's it. I hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira's coming. What's with that face? You look like you're holding in a shit. She's totally a lesbo. I'm not. I've never talked to her, I told you. The steps walk past the classroom. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sounded like her in the first place. Well, maybe not with her, but like, in general. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shabina? Why's that? Huh? I don't know. I just... Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What, you wanna be her boyfriend? Hey, Shabina, wanna go with Igor? Oi! What? Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You treat her right. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. Oh. You're getting psychic damage and it's too close to home. It's good in a painful way. This is hurting you. The writing is really good. I really like how they're writing the dialogue. I like how they're not like backing away from like keeping it direct or like sharp. I guess. I bite my tongue. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down at my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. I need to stop indulging fantasies like that. It just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through that door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my case? They'd probably keep saying those same things behind her back. And to my face. I guess it really would be for the worse. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. So, it's a good thing that she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. Ha. At least these guys don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. I can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking... The last time I saw Ira, the teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning. But she didn't show up to class. That part's nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attendance record. So I assume she skipped as usual and went to see that man they talked about? Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday evening... Go home, Asya. Oh, wait, was that Ira? Did Ira say that? Yesterday evening? Oh, shoot. Asya has a funky way to cope, you must say. It's a really interesting way of coping, yeah. Like, I assume it's like a whole bunch of, I guess, toxic positivity. Like, that's what I'm gleaning right now, but like, we've just started, so I can't like say for sure yet. And it's not like I have, any like, you know, credits in psychology, so I wouldn't know for certain. The teacher's office, was it? I'm kind of scared of going straight to the police, but I should probably report that. Oh, so she did see her yesterday evening. Not sure if it'll be of any help. And for some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she is probably fine, I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. Like rose-tinted glasses? Yeah, like rose-tinted glasses. She tries, I guess, like, yeah, what I'm seeing right now, I guess she's trying to ignore, like, I guess not ignore, but like she's trying to put a positive spin on every negative thing that happens so that she doesn't have to think about it too hard. Like, that's what I'm thinking. But if she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but I might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ira really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule, would it really be right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit, I am also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly, 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 but whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. Oh, I'm really no better than the rest. Wait, that's it! So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be the good in me screaming, don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now, it's none of your business. Gosh, yes, that must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? It's not as if what I had seen will make a difference. It was kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. Bro, no, sometimes things are just wrong. This kid's so optimistic and scary. Yeah, like, if you try to put an optimistic spin on, like, literally everything you see, then that is unhealthy. Sometimes you gotta just, like, accept things for what they are. Yeah, sometimes you gotta, like, you know, really look at things with that, like, as they are, without trying to put your own rose-tinted glasses in front of it. Garen, Aussie, and Ira are 8th graders? Oh, really? 8th graders, so they're all like 14 then? It's not like the kind of information that points to any particular location or culprit. Not that there is one. So let's keep silent and everyone will be happy. I'll be happy, the good irrational me will be happy, and the cold reasonable me will be happy as well. Yep. Good job, Asya. You solved it. Ah, it sure is nice to have a clean conscience. Well, no need to loaf around here any longer. Guess I better head home. Oh! Counterpoint! Counterpoint! What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all odds, there's always a possibility that she is in danger. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. And if she really did elope with her beloved, then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless at worst. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, that off chance of Ira being in danger and my words being the key to saving her makes for a strong argument. Whoa. My words being the key to saving her. Wow, yeah! That would be so amazing. And then I'd come and visit her in the hospital, and she wouldn't know how to thank me. She'd say I shouldn't have, she'd say I told you to leave me alone, dummy. But then I'd shake my head and respond, it's nothing, I was just doing what I was supposed to. No, I gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about that. Wait, why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? Jeez, of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. I hope my testimony is used because she's already home. Or it's calling home, telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. I just keep having stupid thoughts today. At least I know what I should do now. I made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. I'll probably look kind of silly. Wouldn't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking. Down the staircase to the right, down the hall. There, that's the teacher's office. Oh? A girl. There's a girl standing there. Right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman? Our town is really tiny, and so is our school. If I were a better person, I would know her name. Oh, wait, sorry. That is a really good way of phrasing it. This line already explains a lot about Asia's thought process. Like, I guess she blames her. If there's something that she doesn't know, if she lacks the knowledge of something, if something bad happens, or if she feel like she will instantly take the blame for it. That is really good phrasing. This is really good phrasing of how her thought process and how her I guess her coping mechanisms are. It's not your fault for not knowing someone's name, but there are some people who think, oh, if I were a better person, if I made more effort to actually get to know the people around me, if I actually explored the town, if I actually talked to people more, then I would know who she is. It's my fault for not knowing her. That is already really good phrasing. Hmm? She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she is expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? A queue? For the office. Oh, no. I'm just waiting for someone. Ah, okay. Hey. What? You're Asia, right? Yes. How did you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Sorry. Really? That's what I was talking about. Not that I don't care to remember everyone's names, I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like this, everyone knows each other, but that's just not true. We learn about the people outside of our immediate circle through gossip or common friends. But I haven't made any new ones since the day Tasia left. And gossip? Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that. But I don't like listening to them, I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay them too much attention. Wait. When I put it like that, it kind of does sound like my fault. So yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You rarely stream VMs at all because by the time you're done with your voice will be dead. So not anytime soon. You'll probably not remember much when you need to. Yeah, it's like best to have a cup of water by your side if you are planning to stream a visual novel. And that's what I got right now. My point is, when people regurgitate that idea of everyone knows everyone, the word everyone doesn't include me. The name's Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Gashevskaya? How did you know? What do you mean, how? We had an announcement, same as you. They told us to report to teachers and all. Ah, I see. For some reason, I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. But it makes sense I'd at least give the upperclassmen a heads up, and just in case they happen to know her. Which means... you also know something about Ira? Yep. Ah, that's great. So you talked to the teacher already? Sure did. Wow. And what did you tell them? That's between me and the investigation. You can't just spout info like that out in the open, Asya. The walls got ears. Oh, I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Prep. I'm making an awful first impression. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, but now I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. Who am I kidding? I really don't. I'll just go in then. Marina suddenly blocks my path. Haha, no you won't. I'm sorry? You're not telling them anything. She gestures with her finger to the tact of each syllable. Oh, I like this girl. I like Marina. Why? Because a bad feeling starts up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? We just met and I've already managed to mess everything up. Damn it. I desperately search her face for signs of mockery. But, weirdly, I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Huh? Surprised? Of course I am! No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl and then she'll just laugh in my face about it. I'm serious. Ira told me about you. Really? Yeah? Oh gosh, they talked about me? Wow. I'm shocked Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering the type of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean she's a friend of Ira's? For some reason I never thought about her having any, at least not at school. That really was presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira is like when she's with friends. I know you saw her yesterday. I figured you'd want to report it, so I ran here as soon as the classes ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all of those stupid rumors, it kinda slipped my mind. She knows? But hey, what matters is that it all worked out. So why are you stopping me? Aha! Well? Marina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still... Wait! I know Ira's probably fine, but... Isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet, you! I just said that we shouldn't talk about the stuff where the adults can hear! What? Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. They're not exactly being quiet either! All of my stubble protests sound so weak they might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should report at all. So what? I carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it, though. I deserve to testify. But some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with reason has come out on top. So there was something to it in the end. So I was right, my heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that since I've yet to hear what Marina has to say. But this can't be pure chance, can it? And if it's not, what does it actually hinge on? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something, for anything to stop me? Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. Huh. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some worthless gnat is a preposterous idea. But it wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path? That's so endlessly sweet. Down the stairs, to the lobby, to the coat room. I don't resist anymore. Marina drags me along, and I can feel my doubt turning to excitement. This is definitely the right path. This girl knows about Ira. I want to know about more. I don't want to. Frick! Marina! You're making me stutter! I want to know more about Ira too! The whole wide world wants me to know. I like that OST. I like that OST. That real sounded really good. It sounded funky and... Episode 1, Ira. Was that a www pun? The internet is against me, guys. What the hell is your problem? Everyone is looking from Ira to Garin to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Huh? Grashevskaya, the fuck? Is she insane? Somebody call the teacher! Oh, she's cute! Oh, Ira has a really cute design! Oh, that is endlessly cute! Oh my gosh, I like how she looks. Wow. Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira storms towards Garin. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Read that again, and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. The classmates who were caught up in a laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag, then heads towards the door. Crazy bitch. She ignores him. That was a really good prologue. I like that a lot. Ah! Precious Kaya, where are you going? Bump! Hey! Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. You... Precious Kaya! What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. The threat falls on deaf ears. The OST choices peak, it fits the scene so much. It does! I wanna, like, actually... Like, the OST is something I would like to listen to, like, off-screen, you know? Like, OSTs to study/relax to, that kind of thing. Everyone knew Grashevskaya. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I guess they call someone like her a problem child. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. Not just because of its small size, but because of its... let's say... exclusivity. Fairy's a genius? Dude, I really like how Fairy's composing this. It sounds so nice. Vorkita 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. That's a natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter Rexta without a permit. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to have access to goods people in the neighboring towns can't even dream of. You get afforded such a privilege. The last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. So when someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stain on a community that's meant to be spotless. Like a weed that's sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she had appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible. That is, on Ira's parents. And questions begin to arise. Why is Grashevskaya's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much that they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? I've heard a lot of talk like that. I've heard more after Ira threw the chair at Garin. I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun. And it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little in the library once school was done, but my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course they would get curious about it. Of course they'd want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions. Nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's it matter to me? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ira somehow. She rarely shows up to school. And even when she does, she can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that... And also I was really scared. Ira has never as much as looked at me. Even when she lashed out at Garen, it was like I weren't even there. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson. I think it was math. I came in through the door. Oh, that is really pretty art. That is really pretty art. Oh, I like that. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, hi. Ira shot me this interested look. Hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business. So I just sat there, thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all of that for me, that would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door. Wait! Huh? I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just tumbled out of a toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open, as if I'd gone mute, as if every word in the Russian dictionary just got wiped from my brain. Whatever. No, wait, please. I took a step toward her and she jolted away like I were a leaper? I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew I had to say something, even though it was the first thing that popped to mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? The windowsill. When you sat smoking there right by the window, I thought, weren't you cold like that? Huh? She blinks. Not really. Maybe a little. Huh. Thought so. Anything else? No, I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Garen read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Huh? Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? Oh. I stood there, dumbfounded. Did you just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira liked my poetry? Ira... Grashevskaya? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I needed to get back to the classroom. I doubted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. She forgot to piss. The dialogue is actually really good. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons and went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Is she a writer of that fun fact? I think she is. Yeah, Yeah, I think she directed this, in fact. I thought it was Ira at first. Yeah, I thought it was Ira that, like, talked about the sun at first, but then, like, now that we're further into the story, I feel like it's just Asya. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just have to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, Shabina. We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? Ah, bro! It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He left a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No? It's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. Damn, dude! Of course you could say she loves the world and everything in it. Roll credits. It's not me. Haha, whatever you say. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. He still attended classes, albeit irregularly. He always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, none of your business if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now. Oh my god, this is okay. This is cute. This is kind of cute. I wouldn't say it's like a crush, but like a yearning, I guess. Like, just a general yearning to talk to them again. I can kind of understand the feeling. Like, there's a few people I haven't really, no, like in the past, there have been a few people I've been like too shy to just talk to, and I would just like, you know, admire them from a distance, because like, yeah, like sometimes they would do something nice for me and I'd say thanks, and then like sometimes I'd think about like whether I should have talked to them more, or like maybe I should have gotten to know them better. Maybe it was a good opportunity to like, you know, make a new friend, and I just never did anything with it. I think a lot of people like have those sorts of like thoughts sometimes with people they talk to. Like sometimes they think about maybe like, what if I talk to them more? Stuff like that. It's 100% yearning? Yeah, it's not like a crush, it's not like a romantic thing, but it's a yearning. It's a, I guess, a desire to get to know someone better. It's interest. It's interest, that's what I would say. But... Ira! She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but... No, it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder, even though it took all of my courage just to muster that much. You're doing enough, girl. You're doing your best. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Maybe, okay, wait. Maybe Ira doesn't want to get close to anyone. Or well, but like, that wouldn't explain Marina. Or like, what is Ira's connection with Marina in the first place? I guess we'll find out. I wish I lived life the way you did kind of relationship? Yeah. It's kind of like that. Like, it's a desire to live life, like, the way someone else does. It's admiration. Yeah, admiration, interest, yearning. I think those three words could be used to describe Asya's, like, perception of Ira. Hey, Vadim. What? Wait, Vadim? I think it's like Vadim. Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back? Oh, 50 kopecks? Was that again? Last Friday. Jesus, you remember things like that? Can I have it back? Man, I don't even remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you give it to someone else. No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble, Shabina, who gives a shit? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably just lost. Look, dude, I want $50. If I gave someone $50, I would want that back too, dude. You probably just lost it or something. Okay, no, if half a ruble, 50 kopecks, it was probably like 50 cents. But like, okay, yeah, to be fair, if someone just asked me 50 cents, I wouldn't bother asking for it back. It's just 50 cents. Oh, but like, 50 cents here is kind of nothing, but like, $1, like, half a dollar, and nah, yeah, I wouldn't ask for it back. Like, if it's like half a dollar, I would not care. My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do? Mug him in front of everyone? That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? I really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but... Oh! Oh, so it is $50. Okay, no, yeah, give that back, dog. Yeah, if you can go grocery shopping with 50 kopecks, then give that back, dude. Okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. Lately, I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah. Maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. He wants to have friends, perhaps, and Asya wants to see the good in people, so I assume that seeing Ira alone made her feel bad and makes it look like Ira's doing things for Asya. Maybe. That's a good way of looking at it. Either pronunciation works, lol. I'll just like say like Vadim. I'll try to say Vadim. Okay. Asya, you don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They allowed it last year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it, haha. Oh, that's good, I guess. These girls really talk to me. They're usually pretty nice, though. At least when they're not joking along with guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. He laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have different senses of humor. But you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. 14. Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point. Hey, look. I am much older. Okay, not that much older. But like, I'm older than 15. But like, I still don't know how to do makeup. And hold on, my cat is meowing. Alright, there we go. Anyway. You don't need makeup if you don't wanna? Yeah, you don't need makeup if you don't wanna. And like, I have no idea how to apply makeup either. Like, the only thing I know how to put on is lipstick. But then even then, it's like a really sloppy job because I don't really care about makeup. I think I already look pretty fine the way I am right now. Also, hi, Yannick, let me up. You hate how this world has tormented you, but you still love it? That's a really nice way of looking at it. You guys know how to put on makeup? The only thing you know is to gel your hair? I don't even know how to gel my hair. I don't know how to apply any sort of makeup on. Especially with that complexion. What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Huh? Yeah. Just some light makeup, you'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Alright, but yay! Come here then. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for Ira to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or anything. Oh my gosh, she did develop a dependence. She did develop a dependence. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Oh, that's crazy. You know how to do it? Just basic though? Although you only need lip balm, your lips are pretty rosy. Oh, my lips are pretty dry. I need to apply some lip balm actually. It feels like you're in a cinema, calmly eating popcorn, and a few seats away from me, several tons of C4s detonating in sequence, each succeeding blast greater than the last. That's the dream chat experience. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's closed, so I can wash this mess off quickly. But I should stop falling for these pranks, but... Oh. Ah! Sorry. I lift my face up without thinking. Oh no. Ugh. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God. I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I run past her. Run, run, run. I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. After about a month, reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much and in no uncertain terms. She said that and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held on to the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying, one who just so happened to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Oi. Huh? 3 coins clink against my desk. 20, 20, 10. Oh! Oh, he actually gave it back! So he remembered? There. Thanks for the unforgettable nights. Oh, dude! Oh, dude! Oh, man! Oh, dude, come on! Oh, you can't see it. Oh, okay, man. Sure, whatever. At least she got her 50 kopecks back. Everyone around her up to Snickers. Hey, you're a cheap deal. Are you free later? Very funny. Oh, please, Shabina, get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. That's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Thank you for classmates for once. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy. Plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid I can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I lucked out and saw Garan all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit on its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. So speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this, I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if that weren't enough? You idiot! What? Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? I'm so... Ira looked like she's the one to slap me, but instead swings her boot against a snow hill. He then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow tucked through my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? It doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah? I clumsily get up. My limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally, but there was nowhere else to sit near the school's back entrance and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently onto the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is... huh. The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous, it's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't, but the question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? Oh, what do you mean, why? I told you, Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Huh? Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I said it out loud, I realized I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry, I just break myself for the incoming blow, physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. Huh? It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah. You piss me off. And you piss me off too. Ah. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believed that, right? Right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist and crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank? Really? Who would fall for that? I stare at that shriveled up piece of paper and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me. You want to burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh. No thanks. It's wet anyway. I fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. It'll get damp inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real. I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying. Ira came! Thank you. Huh? I smile at her. Even after I said I didn't come to terms with it. No, right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world. I knew I was lying. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. I didn't do anything, really. Ah. Flustered. Ira's flustered. Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? Ah, right. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once-over. You... take care. Ah. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. We wave at each other and I watch her here disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. No. Change my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. I turned the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago. And she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. I thought I'd be desperate enough to follow. Ha! Why does she always leave in such a rush? It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way, I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. Hey! It sounds like these lines happened before. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I didn't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought about how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer, I started to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again. Walking and walking, praying and praying. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? Oh, this bitch. Nobody saw Ira enter the class. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. Ah, and she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Though, choosing truth and playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. This girl gotta stand up for herself, dog! And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garin doesn't. Move. Nah. What's a rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Haha, dude, you serious? Come on, have some fun for a change. Look, Shabino's having fun. Right, Shabino? Please don't look. Yes? See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way! Or what, gonna throw a chair at me? To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garin lets out an awkward chuckle. What, got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. Huh? Ooh! Swish! Whoa! Garin jumps back, bumping into another student. What the fuck? Everyone chips away. What was that? Huh? What the hell? You... Oh my gosh, you go, girl! Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. It's a bow compass. Is that... Haha, you serious? He doesn't say anything. The room fills with a low murmur that's quickly turned into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Oh my gosh, girl boss, I love her. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. Ah, it's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers... No, maybe most people would think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet... my unreasonable heart is still elated. And I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garin were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times and weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only... I didn't do anything, really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere anymore. Because in that moment I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point, I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the courtyards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into, but it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home, which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day? No, I really doubt that. The other, more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered? It sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that. Bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Whoa! But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. Ah! My breath halted. Oh! Hey. Hi! The Ventilator Research Institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes here aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here of all places? Again? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? He seriously sent you all the way here? What? Ah, no! I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yeah? Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Do you, like, smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Ah. Yes, I know that. You want to try then? What? Smoking? Mm-hmm. No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. Awkward start. I can't let it end here. I need to just... And what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Are you at the Institute? Yeah, something like that. Something like that? My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh! You bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet! Huh? I mean, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. 8th grader, by the way? Yeah, I mean, it's not unheard of. I've never met any, like, school children that smoke, thankfully. And no kids should be doing that in the first place. But, like, it's not entirely uncommon. I mean, no, it is uncommon. It's very uncommon. At least where I am, anyway. But, like, it's not, like, you know... Those cases happen sometimes. Yeah. But, like, it shouldn't be happening in the first place. So, like, you do gotta wonder, like, where's Ira getting the smokes from? And, like, do her parents know about it? Blah, 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 blah. Your ex smoked since she was only 14? Damn, dude. Thought of doing something like that for my parents had never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. You'd have to really care about it. Haha. Crap, that proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to stave off the minute I have to come home, Ira is cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. It goes against everything I've heard. But it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunches sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to get to the Institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. We still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Hera walks back into the building. That is really good writing. That is really good writing. That is a really good segue. Alright, before I continue on, I will be right back because the toilet does beckon. Oh, but I really like how this is like being executed. I like the dialogue execution so much. I like how Asia's inner dialogue, Asia's like introspection, Asia's stopping herself from, you know, thinking about things, being too presumptuous. Like, it's really realistic. It's really good. You love the sudden cut so much and then it just returns to normal. It is really good. I really like how they're doing it. Oh my gosh, Fairy is a genius, dude. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll just... And we're back! Hello, Konmiya! Sorry, yes, I met an Ira on my way to the bathroom, right? I bumped into a pretty girl who we can't get a perfect read on because we're too doubting about our own self. This game is still onto the interpersonal relationship dependency conflict, the usual family stuff, but you're still waiting for that big idea. Where will all that fit? The storytelling and the big idea are pretty much on very different ends of the spectrum, and the middle ground seems non-existent for now. Yeah, I think it'll take like a while to get into the big idea. I'm really curious to see like why Ira disappeared, but I guess we'll find out like later on. Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in a room, Garin doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Your friend's not here today. Ew. Who do you think? Oh, he's not really my friend. Your pitbull then. Pitbull? Ha 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 ha! Hey, that's spot on. You can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing conniption fit. It's annoying as shit. You think we're friends? Well, not really, but looks like they've picked up on it. On Ira reacting like that to me being used as a laughingstock. So it wasn't just me? It's not just my wishful thinking? Haha, that's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date. Garen, whatever. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Damn, good point. Phew. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something? What? No! Oh man, now that you say that. Everyone, pretend to be surprised when it happens. Ha ha ha! No! No, no, no. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira's a nuisance to her household. Been like that for a long time. But still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah! That can't happen! No! It can't. It's not fair, it's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice, she cares, she does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they do that? Why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then it'll all be over. If they do, then I won't... We just started... I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head and look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra. Far past the fences, past the mountain ridge. So far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I've earned this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? Oh, girl! Oh, she needs... You know what Asya needs? Therapy. A good amount of it, I think. You know, just a thought. just a thought. What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira. What? I'm really using up all of my luck these days. Ira said smoking in a girl's bathroom, just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can really get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? To tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. You're really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up, if you stop skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. That's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course I knew it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Tasia moved away? It's only been 3 years. Now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice. Right. He doesn't know. He thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Oh, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yeah. You know, the one we use for classes. Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Ira's expression darkens. Don't worry, we were just playing a game. I guess the guy just got a little carried away. I've checked the class and the corridors. That's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just no good at that kind of stuff. When I hid Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws a cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab her onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait! I said it's fine! We were playing a game! Really. Please, don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea where it is. It was Garin, right? No, Shirikov. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor, I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Gah! Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Sorry! We're sorry! He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. The smell is so much worse in this one. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. There it is. My diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps in the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch. Up. I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who is now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, thank you. Yeah. Ow. Wah! Ooh, ouch. Ira almost loses her balance but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clang as she hops off. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Dunno. I didn't see anything. Huh? But why would I be in a men's toilet? Gross. I see. Thank you again. How did you know I'd be in the boys' room? You think Shrek would go into the ladies' room? No, I suspected they put it there. I just didn't have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know, I should have checked it from the start, instead of running around the whole school like a... No, we can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really, we were just playing around. Bullshit. You know damn well what they're doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. Hey, you know who else said that? You know who else said things will get worse? Marina. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right, and... It's not like I never tried it before, but when I say something they just make fun of me, and nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. And when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but So, what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously. She exhales sharply. He doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asio. Yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she's getting at. The unspoken rule Garen and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Iris around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is so much worse than mine. But here I am, whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem. Why? What kind of question is that? Because I like them. Oh my gosh! Wait, this is cute, I like it. Oh, really? You like them? You like my poems? Why else would I ask? Thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course, I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something, or... Maybe in a specific... maybe in a specific meter? I don't care. Anything. Alright, I'll think of something then. I'll try. Yeah, you do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Already? Ah, yeah, alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too. That is really sweet. You love the cruel world and everything, nothing in it. Give me an anapestic one? Or what does anapestic mean? Despite what Asya is being put through, it's curious that she still isn't developing any contempt except for her own self or resentment. I mean, I can kinda get, like, why. I can kinda get the process behind it. Like, I think, yeah, like, most people would. Oh, wait, no. Okay, maybe it's too presumptuous of me to say most people. But, like, I know, like, people would develop contempt for the world if it's, like, treating them badly. But, like, how do I put it? Like, sometimes there are people who just don't want to stop believing, you know? Like, they cling to hope. They cling to the idea that maybe something isn't as bad as it seems because that's all they have. Because they don't have anything besides hope. They don't have anything but the belief that things will get better. And because they so desperately want that to be the case, they won't develop any contempt for it. They'll just think, oh, I have to earn the right to make my world better. You know? They'll just blame themselves because, like, maybe, like, cause like when everything is so bad, when everything sucks, when your entire world is crashing down, you can't help but think, maybe I'm the one who did this to myself. Because that's the only logical reason your brain can give you. Because like when you do a process of your brain will do a process of elimination, and like even if it doesn't make sense, it'll still make sense to you, even if it doesn't make sense to others. I don't know. There's times when you get used to being helpless and you just go along with it in hopes that when it finally stops, it will feel better than how it is right now. You want things to be better, so you stay in the horrible situation, thinking you need to be worthy of goodness or punishment. Yeah. Hi chat, wait for Michi stream. Oh, hi Michi. Hi Michi stream. Hello. Hello Michi Colings. Hello Michi Links. I will feed you now. There needs to be a reason, and I think the reason is because I'm a horrible person, that horrible things are happening to me. Yeah, like that is a thought process some people go to, because like, yeah, there are like, cause like, you know, okay, yeah, I will confess, I am one of those people. Like, I believe things can be changed. I don't think there's anyone that's inherently evil. I think as long as you're a human, there will be some good in the corner of your heart. And like, you know, maybe it's my fault for not seeing that goodness. Maybe it's my fault for being like so hateful. It's like, I don't want to hate anyone. I don't think anyone wants to hate anyone. Because hate just feels awful. Being angry feels awful. So instead of feeling awful, instead of like letting anger take over your heart, you'll just blame yourself and hope that things get better instead. Nah, not a raid. He's done with his stream, so you came to main. Oh, okay. I hope his. Oh wait, wasn't he testing out Crystallium? I hope that game was really good. I heard good things about it, but I never tried it myself. But anyway, yeah. Most good people wouldn't harm others for no reason, right? So why are they harming me? But you can't keep blaming yourself all the time. The unfortunate reality is that some people are horrible without realizing it. Suffering has often no reason. It just is and it happens. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good way of like phrasing it. I don't have any objections to that. You're way too desperate to give yourself a meaning that self-loathing turns into a feedback loop of trying to be something, and when you feel that you haven't done enough, you'll input that again into work. It's hard to love yourself? Yeah, it's just... It's harder to love yourself than it is to love others. It's much easier to look outside than to look within. And sometimes it's harder to see things and accept them for what they are. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Deja vu! I've just been in this place before. Hiding in the streets, and I know it's my time to go. Calling you. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She vanished during breaks. I never asked for it too. I kept imagining scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandering the streets, killing time. I'm thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought about how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ah! Oh? Ira! Hi! What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarette. Oh, no, I mean, what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh, so you go to the library. What were you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say? You won't like it. Huh? Why not? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did she read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? You know, the other week I finished A Plague by Camus. Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very... Oh my gosh! 1986 COVID. Visceral. But I enjoyed it a lot. Not sure I agree with the message though. Yeah? What was it? It was, basically it's that evil is an inherent part of life. Oh. You can try warding it off, but it'll never be for good. And even if you do things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Yeah, sounds about right. Uh-huh. I guess there are some okay people in the world, but there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. And there are many people in your class that I'd call a dirtbag, girl. You serious? Garen's right there. Garen? Well, he's not that bad. Uh-huh. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone is trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I actually, I think that's something Camus and I can agree on. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, where's all that greater evil coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Most things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear. But not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysus something, from ancient Greece, I think. Wasn't Dio? Wasn't that guy like the god of parties or something? The god of wine? Anyway, he said evil is not a being. Or if it were, it wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay. So Hitler's not evil. Was that a Vine? Was that this game's version of a Vine boom? Was that this game's? Was it this game's version of a Vine boom? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's that was a Vine boom. That's a rather extreme example, but it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. No, yeah. The Holocaust wouldn't have happened if Hitler went to art school. He's an avid animal rights protector and anti-smoke. We are not defending Hitler on this stream, guys. We're not going to defend what happened in 1942. We're not going to say Hitler wasn't an evil person, guys. Guys, look, he might have been a good artist. He might have been an avid animal rights protector and anti-smoke. He might have really appreciated the arts, but he still killed Jews, guys. Oh, it is a good game. Quite the escalation from 9/11. Hitler being racist. Well, Hitler being a fascist, racist. Hitler causing the Holocaust could have been avoided, guys. This reminded me of like that one Steven Universe comic where it's like, guys, Hitler isn't that bad. We're just gonna talk it out. Honestly, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists, it's freaking everywhere. Just cause there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Of course not. I just don't like when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like... it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we aren't born with some big evil force inside us. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person, of course it's different. Well, yes, it's not, I know that. But it is a kind of being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, are 14-year-olds usually this esoteric? Esoteric, sorry. Is a 14-year-old supposed to be this profound? Sorry, not confound. He's pretty good at politics, that much you can say. A weaponized reason that breaks morals, it's a terrifying deconstruction of millennium fear. So is the universe. because it's the idea of being adult, right? You know, this is the type of thing I talk about on Sundays. This is the topic I talk about on Sundays. Asya, okay. Mayday, it's Asya Sunday. And I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. That's whatever. About what I'd expect. What does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. Huh. For a second I feel a lump rising in my throat. But then I realize something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Huh? Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. That's a sweet world you're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Well, even angrier. Yeah. I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagine Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 car heads. Deserved. I think 100 chairs should go towards one garden. That's what I'm saying. Asya has great introspection of the world and the people around her. Yeah, she does. She really does. She's really profound for a 14-year-old. Hair is flying, bow compasses swinging. Ira is like a bodhisattva. Oh my god! No! You don't. Okay, wait. Asya, you gotta dial it back a bit. That is called idolization. That is called putting someone on a pedestal. You got. I think we should like turn it down to like a 2. Dozens of hands, half of her holding furniture, half of her stationery. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses, 100 times more halos. Ira's surrounded by 100 halos. We talk for a little while longer. Just idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the books I've recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh jeez. I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She puts out her cigarette bud. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. Ah, I understand. But, some of those novels sounded kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I just said thanks. Ira gives me a look so threatening and cut myself off. Haha. Right. I hope you enjoy them? She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read. They were, yes? Angelic. Huh? By Anne Golan. Angelique? The romance series? It's historical. That's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know my mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't really expect it to be into. They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You're not? It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're alright. Oh, okay. I'll remember that. She's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Tunaira. Yeah. Insane Tun. Oh my gosh, the Tun levels are off the chart. She's so cute. You just won $5? Congratulations on the $5. I think you should give it to me. Ira looks like she's about to say something else, but then turns on her heel and stomps away. Do you? Ah, yeah, I'll see you around. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. The It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Your money? It's my money. You know, people say, people say that, something isn't yours if your name isn't written on it. Well, my middle name is Money. My middle name is Money. You know, my full name is Komiya Money Mako. So I think all your money belongs to me. You know, $5, $10, $100, it all belongs to me because my name is written on it. Every new thing I learned about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little more about herself. It kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation now that I think back to it, and... Is this fun? Hi, Waco. Hi, Waco. Yes, this is $5. This is 5 times $3, actually. Thank you. Thank you for the 5 times $3. Wow, I see my name on it. Thanks for giving it back to me, Waco. Hi, I hope you're having a great night so far. That was really self-centered of me. Next time, I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies? I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies, so if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema? Oh, she is yearning so hard. Asya is yearning so hard. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. Is this another deja vu? Oh, really? Okay. Not deja vu. Okay. She skips even more often than before. No point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyway. I guess that's Ira's modus operandi. To some degree, I understand it. But I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't talk even if she came. It's not something we ever do in class, so I don't expect anything in that regard. Just saying the back of her head would be enough. What's with you, Shabina? Huh? Girl smiles. Finally taking my advice to heart? What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a change. Dude. Dude. It's great to see you, really. Yeah, it is great. We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That grin makes you look like a basket case. Thanks, madam. I'll do that. Huh. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we're going to see each other soon. I'm going to do anything to bump into Ira again. I'll walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. You're back? I thought for my 2.0 model I should add a toggle for a VM pop-up. Oh, maybe, that would be fun. Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking. Hope your exam went well, by the way. But there's so little time left. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Ira! Hi! Gah? Oh, Jesus, it's you. He sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation. I barely hold in a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It worked! It worked! It really worked! I spotted Ira between the rows of garages on the edge of town. He was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand and holding a cigarette in another. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer? Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. Huh. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture screams exhausted. But why out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Huh? Hang on me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step towards her, but Ira's scowl stops me dead in my tracks. You spying on me now? Oh, no, I was just walking here. At a garage lot? Yes? She gives me a look of such contempt, it sends a shiver down my spine. Uh-oh! Oh no, misunderstanding time! I'm not lying. Really. I always take these walks after school, and going the same route gets boring over time, so sometimes I go through here. Or through the barracks, or a couple times I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, I see Ira's good expression fully change from disdain to confusion. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she'd believe a word of Garen's. I mean, I usually stroll along the main street, or near the community center, but it'll get colder soon, you know? So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going, I need to keep talking, because that's what I wanted to do with her. I wanted to talk, and so I have to, because I can't waste this moment. I can recover from this, I can cheer her up, and we'll clear everything up, and she won't think that I'm some creep. I just can't stand it, I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. And, you know, the views are really great here on the outskirts. The sky is bigger, and you can see way into the tundra, and, what I mean is I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half-truth. I hope she'd be here, like I hope she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. For a moment, her eyes soften. But then she closes them, as if just looking at me was wearing her out. She takes a drag and turns away from me. God. Can't I be alone for 5 minutes? Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, "Why are you apologizing again? Cut it out." Or even just, "Whatever, it's fine." But she doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be going then. Goodbye. Aw, dude, oh no! Silence. I walk away. Cold wind blows in my face. Mounds of snow on the garage roofs look smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll get completely buried. I'd like to have a snow hill form over me too. They look cozy. Actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. I guess tea would be the obvious answer, but what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That would be cute. I should have asked her about it. I feel like I'm going to cry. Oh no! Oh girl! Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with other upperclassmen. Oh, you serious? Think we could sneak in? No way, I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. You're gonna have those older girls too there, right? The ones from grade 10? Oh, I bet Machina will be there. Like she'd talk to you. Hey, you don't know that. I said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyway. That's true. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We have our grandma coming over, I can't host. You? Me neither. Vadim? No way. He's kinda tired recently. Oh, he doesn't, he did not got the good home life, bro. Oh, really? Yeah. It's whatever though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear ya. My mom's also out of it. All the adults are getting pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I'll need to help Mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? It feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause for celebration. They're stressed cause y'all are little shit. True. I too would be stressed if I had Garen as a kid. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira is absent again. I'm not surprised. I wish that I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again? What for? Did I really do something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up next time we meet. Will more apologies really cut it? Probably not. I'll just get more annoyed. Then maybe a small gift? That might be weird though, and I won't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with the spare change? Maybe a little treat will do? A waffle? Would she like a waffle? Ah! What the hell? She's not a freaking dog! Why does my mind always go to some weird place with her? God, I should just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult. But I've got to try. Inhale. Exhale. There. A little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better, the buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though, perhaps I shouldn't breathe so deeply. I can really get sick with this. It has been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. And it's not just the temperature. The paths on the outskirts get snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself up with a scarf, it feels like my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. I should have gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. Closes at 6. Insert the consecutive number here. So, no, for sure not. Oh well. They've already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined with lights. Oh, and there's a pine tree near the community center. So tall and bare for now. Well, I like it as is. The way that snow rests on its branches make it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the frost weren't so prickly, then I'd look around some more. 6'7", you need a breather? Yeah, I think you do, man. This girl is good at introspecting deeper when she's alone? Yeah, she is. Dude, I already said this, but she is so profound for an 11-year-old. For a 14-year-old. The streets are empty, save for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine there would be a lot of people out on an evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. The inside of our apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. I make my way up upstairs. An idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problem I've been having. It's perfect. I had the perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting. But that's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming. Though, judging by how quiet it is. I turned the key and entered. I gently opened the door. The only sound is the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God, no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. I don't even stop to peek into the room. I won't see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight seems like it'll be calm. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Mm-hmm. Hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything, and neither am I. It's not awkward per se. I just pick up the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so... Damn, so her mom's a smoker. I haven't actually... I don't... Are parents, like, smoking in front of their kids actually that common? I never actually had to deal with that, thankfully. About the world and yourself? Alright, I get that. Solitude? Solitude is nice. You're always better at thinking when you're, like, alone. But at the same time, expressing your thoughts to others gives you new perspectives that you've never ever could have thought before. She knows how to put her thoughts together when she's alone, when she can be most herself and not worrying about how to talk to others about her thoughts. She's as authentic as she can be, and so her thoughts are equally as unrestrained. Well, when she's not blaming herself all the time, but you're supposed as part of it. Depends per household, per culture, actually. Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't like heard about it happening that much. Like where I am, anyway. But like I've heard some people mention like their parents smoking or something. 2 km walk earlier and raw dogging it without music was solitude for you? Oh, I saw your pictures actually. That was really nice. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. And even spend your time with your own mother? You run away from her even though she has it so hard. So hard. You traitor. Brat. Ungrateful filth. It's a kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think that if I badmouth myself enough, I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless, so I direct my attention elsewhere. What was I going to do? What was I... Oh, right! I pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Ah. Just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. He said it. He told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Tasia did, but that was years ago. That poem, the one that Garin read, what did she like about it? Maybe I should have asked. Where was it? Ah, that's it. Oh, are we gonna see her poem? I gotta translate this later.
Буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится, и пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит бледная заря.
Oh, damp black earth, do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow-white attire and sleep peacefully. I will scratch and I will beat, but frost will still glimmer, and birds will still fly across the sky, and a pale dawn will still shine. Yeah! That's so lame. I can't blame them for laughing. What do you mean? That sounded really nice. It wasn't... I actually liked that. That was actually a really cute poem. Okay, to summarize everything, you guess most of the internal struggles are momentarily. This is a true coping mechanic. You hear that, Mika? Russian vowels are hard as Japanese and emphasize more on their sh. Oh, really? Okay. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it, so maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least worthwhile in Ira's eyes. Girl, stop doing everything for her! Girl, you gotta stop doing everything for her! Stop! Do something for yourself. Do something because it makes you happy. You don't have to dictate every action for Ira's sake. You are putting her on a pedestal, girl. Already, I'll move to Linux now. Maybe you'll turn on a phone. Have fun, y'all. Bye, Ari. Oh my god. Bye, Ari. Hope you have a good one. She got angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. I mess up a lot. I really mess up a lot. I doubt she was in a bad mood because of me, but I definitely didn't help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the word to flow right. Today, though. I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. Huh. And like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she'll show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Huh. Well, I'll try anyway. I got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna enjoy this to hell and back. And when I hand that poem to Ira, then... it'll all be worth it. Girl! Oh my god! Ow. My wrist is tired. This is why you should keep your wrist exercised, guys. This is why I always do wrist exercises, because I don't want to say that. I'm gonna totally wear it on this poor eraser at this rate. I've got to remember to buy a new one. It's just a bit annoying. Even though I asked my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before. But now whenever I lend a textbook to someone, I specifically ask them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over. Reverse psychology, dude. I can't hand them back to the library like that. And I'll get in trouble if the teacher sees it. I lean back in my chair. A week. That's how long it has been since I've last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip several days at a time, but a whole week? Nobody else seems to be bothered, though. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my, I don't want to be her. I don't want to call her Pitbull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ira is taking in the town she's grown to love? Who knows when she'll return here after she moves out? I get that. I would do the same. But still. I just wish I could see her. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I have just a thing to help it. That's right! It's done! I wrote Ira a poem. I wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she'll like it. I really hope she likes it. Maybe she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be so cute. I want to see her make that face again. I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. It just feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets. Whoa, that sounds pretty cool. There has to be some tragic twist from Ira if Asuka keeps doing it for her. No, definitely. We keep seeing Ira like being idolized by Asuka, but I want to see her. Oh my god, yeah. Like, I want to see her for who she is. Like, without Asuka's golden frame around her. I want to see what Ira is really like. Like, she likes romance. She likes romance novels. She tends to smoke. She likes reading poems. Like, I don't want, I want to get to know her more. For who she really is. Not like just the things that would put her in a positive light. I want to see the good and bad. This girl can never hate the world? You change your mind? I think, I don't know, if I had to bet on what this game's message is gonna be, it's that even if the world sucks, you can still roll credits, love the world and everything in it. And it's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real colds will settle in a couple of weeks. The wind can get annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. The main road, the 2 residential streets, the community center, the helipad, the garages, the parking lot, the school, the stadium, the research center, the kindergartens, the barracks. Okay, wait, back up. So you're telling me there's multiple kindergartens, but you guys can only have one high school in your town? I've seen it all 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down I am a little tired of this view. But I can't hate it. And I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Vorkuta, not Vorkuta 5. Because Vorkuta 5 does not exist. People from Vorkuta 5 do not exist. The ones outside will ask me something about Vorkuta, the real Vorkuta, and I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to leave at all. To leave Vorkuta 5, you have to deny its existence. I have to deny its existence no matter how much I want it to exist. I have to deny. I have to... Oh, right, because you can't... Because there is no... Like, leaving or entering Vorkuta 5 without a permit. That is tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I'll probably slip up and blurt out something incongruent. I do slip up a lot. I hope I'll get better at it by then. But if you just don't care and want hugs, that's okay too. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Ouch, I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. Ugh, at least my head feels really clear. I look up and see the familiar purple gray of the northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today is the first day of this year's polar night. So I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay out for just a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from the barracks. Far better than the dinky sliver of the sky I'd see from my apartment windows. I wish that I could stick around for longer, but it's getting too cold. I start making my way back. Decrepit rows of worker housing disappear behind bigger and better homes. Oh my god, it's a rocket ship! There's that old playground just around the corner. That's right, we used to go there all the time with Tasia. Even back then, it was kind of unpopular. They built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so we often got to have the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we like the place. Somehow today it feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clinking sound as the wind passes through the swing-set chains. Huh? Oh! Ira? I slow down. There's a figure sitting on a frozen merry-go-round. A drunkard? No, we don't have those kinds of people here. At least not out and about on the streets, and the frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. I approach, gently making my way through the snow. My Valenki sink into it with almost no resistance. Almost zero sound. When was the last time we've had snow this soft? I don't remember. Relatability is what makes people think that they can understand others. You're doing it and Asia is doing it. She's not a case study material. She's just a girl with a profound thought that is. The world is beautiful. I agree with her. Yeah. No, I'll be introspective in a bit. Let me drink some water and then we'll continue. But perhaps I've stopped noticing the crunch of ice under my feet. Perhaps it's me being too focused on a person I've now recognized. Ira! Oh, shoot! Oh, girl, what happened to you? She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What is she doing out here? Smoking, or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira is letting out quiet, gasping sobs. Ira? She looks up fast as if jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face raw from wiping at it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. What? What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? All I can think about is how I've never seen a person look so small. Ira swipes at her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What, another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No, I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose on her sleeve again. Her hands are shaking. Go back to wherever the hell you came from. Ira, you can't say that! Ira, you can't say that! Oh, Asya, this isn't for you. I take a small step forward. I want to say something, anything, but my head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow away from the playground. Wait, is this, is this the night before she went missing? I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. Not for her footprints, I'd believe she was never even there. The snow keeps falling. A feeling I've long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned to not acknowledge it. So it got buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. The world's looking down on me, but not in the way other people do. It's kind and gentle, and I don't feel small under its gaze. Its eyes are pure and tender. Ooh. I think this is the night before she went missing. The evening, I mean. Episode 1, end. Oh, that is really good. Episode 2, Marina. Ooh. That was good. That was really good. Yeah, that is episode 1. Hold on, I gotta save. This was made in Ren'Py, I can tell. I can tell this was made in Ren'Py. Anyway. Whew. So, should we stop here for tonight? That was really good. Episode 2 is comically long. Okay, yeah, maybe we should stop for tonight then. That was a really good though. That was really good. Oh my goodness. Is my turn to keep going or not? Nah, yeah. Oh, I think we'll continue next week because that was a really good. That was a good place to like end it for tonight. Because if episode 2 is comically long, then we'll be here until the morning. But that was really good. That was really good. Oh my goodness. It took you like 3 hours to go through episode 2? Oh my god, bro. Yeah, we are stopping for tonight. Oh, I love that though. I really do love that. Let's go back to title. Yes. And that was Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everyone and everything in it, everyone. That was episode 1, Ira. The world in Asia? Wow, what a deconstructive writing. You finally got the big idea? That was a sneaky way of doing it? Oh, wait. Okay, maybe I haven't been looking at it as close as you have. Or I don't know. Okay, wait. I do want to talk about it. I do want to talk about the game because that is really good writing. That is really, really good writing. Oh, I love that a lot. Oh, where do we even start? Where do we even start? So let's talk. I guess we can talk about Asia first before we talk about Ira. So Asia, she's someone who doesn't want to lose hope in the world. She doesn't want to lose faith. She clings onto the idea of evil not being inherent. She believes that people can change. They can be good again. Everyone deserves a chance to, you know, redeem themselves. And like, because she's so convinced that people aren't hurting others on purpose, because she's so convinced that like people aren't doing it because they want to hurt people, she blames herself. She blames herself for other people causing her pain. Like, she is a really kind girl. She is a really, really kind girl. I don't think there's a lot of people nowadays that have as much faith in the world as Asya. There aren't a lot of people who like can bring themselves to accept the world and love it. Despite so many things happening to them. And like she doesn't even blame like what the people who put her through like struggles every day. It feels like she believes that pain is caused for a reason. Yeah, I think she believes that there's a reason for everything. Like, or well, she wants to find a reason to justify being hurt. You're wondering when it's going to appear because despite the big idea and personalized story can be connected, they haven't built a bridge between these spectrums. But it played around and snuck its way that the bridge materialized itself with nothing but conviction. That's basically a non-spoiler-free reaction to that. This is an interesting writing. It is an interesting writing. Am I crying? Kind of sounds like am I? No, I'm not. I'm more so just fascinated. I'm just really fascinated with you know, how much of the inner workings we get to see of each character. I'm starting to think that like this is a story about, how do I put it into words? How do I put this into words? This is a story about what is it? Okay, no. There's this question. There's this question that I've heard being thrown around before, and it goes along the lines of, can you prove the idea of paradise? No, like not, can you prove paradise exists? That is the question. And like, the main idea behind it is that you can't prove that paradise exists, because if paradise exists, then like everyone who's been there, like you wouldn't know that paradise exists because no one would like leave paradise, right? But like the idea behind that question is that like how do I put it? Like you don't have to take the question literally. But like when you apply it to a person, when you apply it to people, it's more so asking, does a person's sincerity really exist even if you can't see it? Like you can't prove someone's sincerity. You can't prove that someone is doing something out of the kindness of their heart. You just sort of kind of have to like believe in it, you know? I don't know if that like really applies here, but like the story so far makes me think about that. Like you can't like how you have to believe someone is doing something sincerely. Because sometimes they just won't show it. Sometimes like they'll do something cruel. Sometimes you, but like, you know, sometimes you just gotta believe. You don't think you can because paradise would differ from person to person? It's not like a literal question. It's more so like an analogy, I guess. But yeah, I am really curious to see like story-wise why Ira disappeared. Why is Ira crying? What is going on at home? I don't think, like... Okay, I think Ira has trouble, like, really opening up to someone. She doesn't like being vulnerable. She like, when it comes to, like, I guess her fight or flight reaction being triggered, she chooses to fight. And like, but then I guess like she doesn't like showing that sometimes she does run away. I don't think she likes showing weakness. Well, I mean, I don't think anyone does. I don't think anyone likes showing that they're weak. I did touch what the point you were what the point you were making was, although we're across each other's vantage point. Oh, really? Okay. Looks like we're thinking along the same wavelength then. You then ask yourself what counts as being kindness from your heart. What if your desires are selfish? What if it feels like you're using them for personal gain later on? Sometimes it's hard to know yourself if you're being sincere. You don't want to be selfish or greedy, but it's just an innate part of being human. You need to be a little selfish or greedy to be sincere to others. Yeah, you do need to be. Like, it's okay. I think it's okay. I mean, okay. What is evil anyway, right? What is evil anyway? I think the idea of evil, like, would differ from person to person. Is being evil hurting others? Is being evil, like, prioritizing yourself? Like, everyone has a different idea of what evil is. Like, is it the idea of, is it the action of doing something with no remorse? Like, everyone has a different interpretation of what being evil is. And if being evil is being selfish or something, then maybe it's okay to be a little evil. maybe we are born inherently just a little evil, but that's so we can live. Well, I mean, that's what I think. Like, okay, obviously Hitler's like evil. Yeah, going back to the Hitler thing for a second, like, both, like, Ira and Asya both did make a very good point. Like, yes, Hitler was evil. Maybe there was a reason behind it. But it still doesn't change the fact that Hitler was, you know, an awful person. But, obviously, don't be as evil as a German dictator. Wait, no, was Hitler even German? I forgot already. I remember like a historic figure being mistaken for being German, but I forgot. I think it was Beethoven. Anyway. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that they are selfish or greedy, and they either overcompensate with constantly downplaying themselves in order to not be selfish or be comically selfish. You already solved your dilemma about yourself. You execute what others can call kindness because seeing others you have a hard time that you wouldn't want to deal with this in your life. Ah! So like, empathy? I guess you could call it empathy. It is a really good question though, isn't it? What is kindness and what is evil? Is being kind selfish? Because, like, what are you doing it for? In the end, are you being kind out of the good of your own heart? Or are you doing it because you feel like you have an obligation? Are you doing it because you don't want to see people suffer? Or is it because you don't want to live with the feeling of someone suffering and not doing anything about it? It is a good question, right? Like, why are we kind? Why are we evil? Why do we do things for others? Why do you do things for yourself? Is anything really your fault? Is anything really their fault? Is there anything that you could have controlled in order to make things in order to reduce what you think is evil in the world? I actually do like this topic a lot. I actually do like the idea of discussing this a lot. Also, Hitler was Austrian? Oh! Right. I think everyone kept mistaking him for being German. You can never think of it as your kindness in your heart, but you do what you do out of your moral choice, and because you don't want to imagine yourself being in that tedious scenario. If you don't want to see other people suffer, is it because it makes you uncomfortable, or is it because you think it's unfair? Yeah, there are a lot of thoughts you could have on this sort of topic. Is because you can a good answer to why you do good and bad stuff? Yes, I would say that is a good answer. There is no bad answer. Because, in the end, only you can dictate your own actions. Only you can, like, really, I guess, define your own compass. In the end, you're your own person. You have to do things for yourself. You can't, like, if you do things for the sake of just pleasing others, can you really call that living for yourself? Are you really happy just doing things for others and not doing anything for your own sake? there's a wide compass of things that you can just talk about when it comes to kindness and evil and doing it out of the good of your own heart. Evil is so subjective, so it's hard to call something or someone truly evil. People with different perspectives will have different views on what is truly evil, so in a way, there is no way to call something truly evil. Yeah, definitely. I can agree with that. You can say a lot more about your morals since you already introspected yourself a long time ago and have debated with others without a feeling that is reflecting yourself. I think everyone could be... I think introspection is good. I think it's good that you've already, I guess, defined yourself into words you can put. That's not a very, easy task to do. It's not an easy, it is very difficult to look at yourself objectively. So, I can respect those who have, done introspection on themselves. Enough for them to confidently say that they know what their ideals are in words. Sometimes it's just easier to people please others in order to stay out of trouble at the cost of losing yourself and constantly being dismissed or downplayed. It keeps you safe at the cost of losing yourself. However, when it comes to the topic of living, to live is to love is to learn, and to learn is to thrive. Kindness can be surface level, but in the end, actions define a person. Oh, I really love this topic. I really like saying what you guys think about it. Because, yeah, sometimes... Okay, there are times where something you thought was kind can be evil to the person seeing it. Sometimes you might do something what you think is kind, but other people might not appreciate it. They might think you're doing something wrong. You might want to help others, but in reality you're making things worse. So in the end, everyone has different ideas. Everyone has a different picture on what is kindness, on what is good and what is evil. And I think that extends to the world, doesn't it? I think that expands to the universe as we know it. Some people might think the world is kind. I know people who hate the world. I know people who despise, the world and, every person in it. Because it's hurting them. Because they think it's evil. Because, they're able to put it into a frame of their own definition of what evil is. The first day of your new uni, a blind girl was left by her classmates in our room, accompanied her for 3 hours and fixed her schedule with her profs. You just stood there and walked with her, inquired her about her subject, scheduling errors, and went on with your life. I think that is very kind. You might, it might not be anything much in the grand scheme of things, but I think that girl appreciates what you've done, even if you're not sure why you did it. Love is the root of living. Love of people, love of hobbies, love of materialistic things. It's a drive that pushes people to do things, whether they're defined as good or evil. It is, isn't it? That person was nice to me, to, they only did it because they were mad at me, to, it's good that they want to make up though, to, but they're mad at me again. This, or they were only nice to me because they needed something from me. Yeah, it reminds me of yin and yang, you know? Yeah, it reminds me of yin and yang. There is evil and there is evil and good, and there is good and evil. You can't have one without both. You can't have one without the other. In the end, we're all just living, aren't we? Yeah, in the end, we're all just living. We're all doing all that we can to live. We live by loving. Oh gosh. This is just a really, big topic that I like talking about. A lot of people talk about how they need to make their mark in the world or make themselves stand out, but it's the little things in life that matters. You may never be known by more than 1,000 people, but in the end, those 1,000 people affect 1,000 each. Everyone's life is a ripple on the surface of the lake which makes the waves. That's a good way to put it. That's a really good way to put it. I don't have anything to say about it, like, to say against it. Because you're right. It's the little things in life that matters. Sometimes I just wish, like... You know, I think everyone... I think everyone could take a page out of Asia's book. You know? Like, obviously don't be as naive as her. Like, oh, she's doing all she can to, just see the good in people. And, like, I'm not saying, like, you have to be as oblivious, as naive as Asia, but, like, I think we should all learn to, you know, love. Love is what makes the world go round, unironically. Some people might say it's money, but, like, in the end, like, yeah, love is the root of all things. Take pages out of her notebook, you mean? I think that's what Garin does. Even if we feel so little, we don't realize how big we will affect the world, and we can only imagine how we will change things for the better. It's just a good thing to look and love people as they are, be positive, be loving. Fiction will always be a fragment of reality. Yeah. Fiction can affect reality, and I think it's just how you but in the end, you control your own actions. That's a different topic. Yeah. How fiction affects reality is a different topic. But yeah, in the end, I don't think you should ever, like, fully give up on someone. You should never fully give up on something. Cause, like, when you, like, okay, sometimes it's good to back away. Like, let's say let's say a person is being awful to you, right? I think, like, the best thing you can do when someone has hurt you is, like, to hope that they get better someday. Like, you don't have to fix them. You don't have to forgive them. But I think, like, yeah, okay, this might be a bit naive of me, right? Because, and, like, this might be super naive of me. But whenever someone hurts me, I don't really think, like, oh, I never like truly hope that they just drop dead. I never hope that they, like, fully suffer. Like, I hope they get their retribution, and I hope that they just, you know, get better someday. It doesn't have to be in this life, but, like, maybe in another life, they can be another person. They can strive for good instead. That's what I hope, anyway. It's true to not give up on someone, but you shouldn't let them take advantage of you, and if they burn you multiple times, you really should know that they're not good for you. Yeah, definitely. Like, when someone hurts you, like, don't just accept it, right? Put your foot down, push them away, I don't know, stick a bow compass in their eye. Like, but then, don't, like, rob them of the chance to redeem themselves. Like, I don't know. It's a very loaded topic. Like, obviously, Hitler can't redeem himself, like, in his current life. Like, yeah, he's dead now, but, like, Hitler wouldn't, like, I don't think we should ever forgive Hitler for the stuff he's done. Like, if we're going for a super extreme example. But, like, I don't know. He can be reincarnated as a stone or something, and accept the world for what it really is. I'm not defending Hitler's actions, but, like, in another life, and, like, maybe when it's reincarnated, I am digging myself into a hole here, but, like, you know. I'm just bringing up Hitler because the game brought out Hitler. Because, like, they did have a point with the extreme example of someone being inherently evil. As much as you can understand the inherent goodness of people, you can never do that. Your vengeance is as great as your understanding. At some point, you need to have the discussion of heaven with y'all. Oh my gosh, the discussion of heaven. That would actually be an interesting topic. I'd love to, like, actually, like, discuss the strings of it. Okay, wait, so there was this one question that someone in chat said earlier. Let me try to find it. It was from Yenny. Give me a second. Where was it? Hold on. I am looking through chat. Brother. I think I lost it. Oh, no. Okay. No, I found it. Okay, yeah. So Yenny asked earlier. I didn't have the time to, like, really discuss it in detail. Because, I was in the middle of dialogue. But Yenny did ask, do you love the world after all is done? And I would say yes. I do love the world, despite everything is done. Like, I'm not gonna say, like, okay. I've had a pretty lucky life, right? I have a happy family, I live in a pretty good, nice house, I live a pretty good life. I have freedom, I have the freedom and the ability to create. I am able to talk with you guys right now. And I am incredibly lucky for that. But I'm not gonna say it's all been like sunshine and rainbows, right? I don't think anyone can say their life has been sunshine and rainbows. Like 100% anyway. But, and like a lot of bad stuff has happened to me. Like, I've been treated pretty poorly in the past. Like, a lot. But like, despite that, despite everything it's done, despite like how it's molded me, I don't think I could ever truly hate the world because, I met people like you guys. I've had, despite everything the world has done, I'm able to talk to you guys today. And I'd say that's enough reason to love the world. But I think that's like I think that's my 2 cents on the topic. Well, I don't think that's worthy of 2 cents. That was more like, what, $10 worth of talk? But like, you can't say you love the world is twisted and people are cattle following empty words, but you can still love the people who choose. Even the cattle don't understand, but people deserve love no matter what. And you're one of the people living in it? Aw. Yeah, that's a really good way of looking at it too. Like, I can't blame you for not loving the world. Cause like, there is a lot of evil, or like, I'm not gonna say what my definition of evil is, because I've never really worked that out for myself. But like, despite all the harm the world has done, you're free to hate it. You're free to hate the world. But like, you can love the people in it. I don't think you have to love the entire world, but you can love select parts of it. I think as long as you appreciate something, then that's enough. It doesn't even have to be a person. It can be something really irrelevant. It can be something small. It can be something that doesn't matter in the long run. Like, as long as you love something, as long as you let your heart open up to like anything at all. It can be a TV show, it can be a doll, it can be the dumb little dust bunny that's under your couch. As long as you feel attachment, I think that's enough. You don't know if you can love the world after all that is done, but you want to? You don't want to keep being bitter about a world that can never change or changes slowly? There's always something good to be found? Yeah, there's always something good to be found. And Z.A.T.O, if you have to guess, is a game in a snow globe. Take that as you will. Oh, I'm really curious to see why you say it like that. I think I can sort of see it, actually. No, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. You did not expect an early Mako Sunday when you recommended this game? Hey, I mean, that's what good writing does, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what good writing does to a person. But, yes, anyway. That is enough for tonight. That was episode 1, Ira. And I am actually really excited to go into episode 2 next week. Wait, next week is Christmas. Next week is Christmas. I'm not gonna be around for Christmas. I'm gonna celebrate with my family. I'm gonna celebrate with my world. But anyway, yes, that is episode 1, Ira. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed this game. This was thank you for recommending this to me. Really. This was actually a genuinely good game. I'm really happy you recommended this to me. You hope to see me next week for episode 3. I'll probably be. I won't be around for like Christmas Day, but I'll be around like, you know, on the days before that. So yeah, I'm excited to see all of you guys. Let's all celebrate Christmas together. Anyway, yes, that's all for tonight. That's all I have to say for tonight. I hope you all enjoy the world. I hope you all find something you love in the world. I hope you all show your appreciation, I guess. even if you feel it's out of obligation, even if you think it's like for the greater good. I hope you guys show your appreciation for something soon. I hope you guys are able to find attachment in the world. Anyway, that's all I have for tonight. Let's end this together. 3, 2, 1. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Skong. I am probably going to go into the mist. I have no idea yet. I forgot where I left off last time. No, wait, I got the stupid red spikes thing last time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going into the mist next time. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Oyasumi! I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And I hope you guys are getting into the Christmas spirit. Thank you all for coming. And have a good one. Oyasumi! Good night, everyone, and bye-bye. Bye.